Hi ladies and any fabulous gentlemen who are watching my channel. This video is going to be my November favorites. I'm a couple days early, but by the time I get this video up, it will be the end of November, which is absolutely crazy. I wanted this to be my first real video because these are my favorite videos to watch. So I like to steal away and go on YouTube and watch other people's current favorites to kind of get inspired. So hopefully this is what this video does for you. So I'm going to start off with the non-beauty products first. These are things that I've been loving in, actually not even November, but even before then. These shoes right here are called Indigo RD. Indigo Road, I guess. Got them at DSW. They are super, super cute. They have this buckle detail on the end, on the outside, and then up on the inside. They are ankle booties or boots or whatever, if you will. They're kind of a taupey gray brown color. I absolutely love them. They are super, super comfortable. They have a nice chunky heel. So if you're somebody who's like me that doesn't like a spider, not even a spidery heel, but a very thin heel. This is super, super comfortable. I can wear them all day running around in my office, and they're super comfortable. So this is what they look like. The other ones that I've been loving is, these are Uggs. These are, I don't even know, I'll put all the description below, but they're waterproof leather, kind of like the duck boots. That's kind of what I was going for, and I was going to get the Sperry duck boots, but I was looking for something. We just recently, actually last week, went to Colorado, and I was looking for something that would hold up in the snow, but also something, because I live in Dallas and it doesn't snow here but like once every year. But I wanted something that was kind of rain bootish, and something that didn't scream like snow boots, something that I could get away with in the fall and winter here in Dallas. And I think these are perfect. It does have like a little bit of that fur lining. There's fur lining in the bottom and kind of a felt lining in here, but my feet were super warm. They were super comfortable, super cushiony, and they do have rubber soles, so they're not, I wasn't slipping on the ice or anything like that. So I really, really like those. So I'll put the description below on those. I think I got them at Dillard's for like 170 or something. So next, I'm just going to jump into hair. I don't even know why. I've been loving the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day 5-in-1. I have like a hair right on my sticky chapstick. Styling treatment. What I like about this is I have super, super fine hair. I do not have a lot of volume, and as my hair, and it's actually looking pretty limp now, but as my hair gets longer, it just becomes super, super straight and just has no volume. What I like about this is it says that it smooths, volumizes, conditions, strengthens, and polishes. A lot of times I'll use volumizing like sprays and mousses and stuff, and it gives me like what I call the, where my hair is like, you know, in the 80s it would have been rocking, but it also feels really, really brittle and just poofy. This, what I like about it is it does give me a little bit of texture in my hair. It does volumize, but it smooths out and I don't get all those like super bad flyaways. So next, I have been loving these hair coils. It says hair coils you need right now. I got these off of Sephora. I think it was Sephora, but they are little plastic phone, like they almost look like the old school like phone cords or whatever, but I like them because they don't like pull my hair. I have super, super fine hair, so sometimes the cloth ones just kind of fall out. This one holds on to it, but it doesn't like rip it away or anything. Now I have not tested it out to make sure to see if it leaves any marks or creases. I have watched a couple other YouTube videos where people with much thicker hair than I have said that it doesn't leave any marks or creases. When I put my hair up, I put my hair up. It's usually because it's driving me insane. I don't necessarily take it down at the end of the day, so I haven't tested that out, but I absolutely love them, and I have gotten rid of all my other ones and just have gone to these plastic things. I've got like 5 of these little things, because you know you always lose them. Next, let's see. Oh, I kind of skipped this. This is the FARSÁLI, that stuff. The unicorn drops that everybody talks about that nobody can say, or at least I can't say it. This is the Unicorn Essence Skin Enhancing Antioxidant Serum. I've seen this all over Instagram, I've seen it all over YouTube, and I was like, meh, it's just a gimmick, it's just nothing or whatever. But I was watching Makeup by Tiffany D off on a rant about how all the unicorn stuff and people just buy it, and I have to admit, I get suckered in on packaging. And I'll talk about one in a second where it didn't work out for me, but I get suckered in for packaging, even if it's a crappy product, if it has great packaging, I'm like, oh, it's so cute or whatever. I bought this because she was saying that she absolutely loved it as a primer. So I went ahead and picked up the little version of it. It smells amazing. It has like this iridescent look to it. It doesn't really give you a glow or anything like that. But for a primer, you can feel the stickiness. And if you're just purchasing it for a primer only, it's a great primer. I absolutely love it. From all the primers that I usually do I can't even remember, Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I just like the tackiness because I feel like my foundation just goes on and sticks to it. But I do have to say, I jumped on board, wasn't sure if I would like it, but definitely liked it, and I will be picking up. And this little guy has lasted me a long time out of it, not like in the Instagram videos where they're like pouring it down their cheek and everything. I don't use that much, but I actually really like it, so I will be purchasing that again. Next, I picked up the Hourglass Mood Ambient Lighting Blush. This is in Mood Exposure. It's an itty bitty little guy. It's kind of a mauve looking one. It's got mauve and then like a light pink. If you have fair skin, I think and I'm wearing it on my cheeks right now, just gives a really pretty light flush look. I'm not the type of person, because I do have such fair skin and I naturally get red very, very easily. I don't like bright blushes. I don't like, I bought it in the little one just because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I actually really, really like it. So if you're fair skin, Mood Exposure would be really nice for you. Another thing that I've been loving is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed. This is in Lilac Geode. Looks like this. You can see that I've used this a lot. It's got like this pretty, I'm not wearing it today, because that would make sense. I don't even know if you can see it show up on my hand. But it just gives a really pretty pinky, golden purple look to it or whatever. It's something that was completely different, and that's why I liked it, and I actually really, really like it, and I've used it a lot. You can see that the prism shape is kind of gone from it because I've used it a lot, and like I said, I kind of jump back and forth, but I've been absolutely loving this. I just didn't wear it today because, that would make sense. Next, let's see. I will jump into this one. It's got foundation all over it, but this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. So the reason why I have it still in the box, I used it, but I literally just purchased this last month, have been using it for the full month, and will be returning it. And the reason for it is I absolutely love this shade in the middle. That's the Incandescent Light. This is Dim Light, this is Radiant Light. I absolutely love the middle one. I do not care for the other two. The Dim Light makes me look super chalky. It doesn't kind of melt in my skin, and that's what my goal was when I found this. I wanted something that wasn't blinding, wasn't in your face, that was kind of like a glow within. And everybody that talked about this palette talked about how it gave you kind of a glow within. And I wasn't sure which one I was gonna like, so I purchased this one. But like I said, this one just makes me look very, very chalky. It doesn't like kind of melt in my skin. It just sits there, and it emphasizes the texture on my face, which I don't really have texture on my face, but I do, everybody has somewhat, but it just makes me look like I have more texture than I actually do. This one, this bronzed one, Radiant Light, it's a little bit too dark for me to use as a highlight for my skin tone, and I actually have a Tarte palette that has a bronze one that is very, very similar to this, and it just, with the other two, I only like the middle one, so I'm just gonna return that one, but I do like the middle one. So next, I jumped on board because I saw this, again, have foundation all over it, jumped on board because I saw it all over Instagram, all over YouTube, the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. So I absolutely fell in love with these. They are super, super dusty or whatever. This is what it looks like. I'm not going to go too much in depth with it because like I said, you've probably seen it all over Instagram and YouTube just like I have, but it's absolutely gorgeous. These are really unique colors. It does have a couple glittery ones. There's a couple colors that I didn't think that I was going to like. This one, Twilight, you can see it right there. It's like this purple. It actually reminds me a lot of the Becca Shimmering Skin Protector kind of color, or Skin Protector, see I did it again. But very, very similar in kind of the tone or whatever. It's got that metallic finish to it. I didn't think I was gonna like it. I thought it was a really pretty color, but it's kind of more, to me, cool tone, and I don't naturally gravitate towards cool tone, but I absolutely love it to kind of put it on the inner corner of my eye. It just kind of gives it a pop. But these colors are absolutely gorgeous. They're blendable, they're very, very pigmented. They do have a lot of fallout, but that's, you know, not a problem at all. You just kind of whisk it away or whatever. But just definitely just something, kind of a splurge item. The palette's not cheap or whatever, but colors that I don't think that I could find anywhere else, and just really, really like it. So. And it has a good size mirror, so if you want to take it traveling. The only thing with the traveling, I did take it with me to Colorado. You kind of get the same kind of eye look. I mean, there's a lot of different shades, but it's kind of boom in your face shades, a lot of oranges, obviously, a lot of red tones. And I had to take another palette with me to kind of get that brown, kind of if I wanted just a natural brown. But it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Can't say enough good things about it. Next is... I've been loving this, the Bite Agave Lip Mask. So I got this because it had really, really good reviews, and I had purchased it. I've only been using it for about a week and a half, but I took it with me to Colorado because I wanted something that was going to keep my lips hydrated. It's what I have on my lips right now. It does give like a kind of sheeny, let me see, put it right here. If you can see right there, like it's like a pink sheen on your lips. And a little sticky. It's more, I use it says lip mask. There was no directions with it. Obviously it didn't tell, you know, say used, you know, once every night or whatever. I think it did say to use at night, but I use it just as an actual lip gloss, if you will. I keep it with me. When I went to Colorado, I had it with me in my jacket and would just put it on throughout the day. And the amazing thing is, normally as soon as the weather changes and it goes to goes cold, and it gets super dry, my first thing that go. Like, it is the first thing that start getting, you know, crack and get super, super dry, and my lips did not do that when I use this stuff. Now kind of moving on to products that I didn't necessarily like this month, and things that I'll be returning. I did talk about the Hourglass one and the love kind of dislike I have with it. The other thing, next thing, this was when I was talking about packaging that is super cute and how I get sucked in. So I went out and purchased the Too Faced Sweetie Pie Radiant Matte Bronzer. So this is very interesting. Obviously the packaging is super, super cute. Everything in this line is super, super cute. Too Faced just does a great job of packaging the crap out of stuff and making people want to go and buy it. Was a little disappointed in this. It did have that gold overlay that everybody talked about. It didn't leave any shimmer. I was disappointed. A lot of people were like, oh my god, it's shimmery. I think that if this was shimmery, it probably would have been better for me. It is very matte. I actually used it as a blush because when I swirled it all together and used it as a blush, it did give a really pretty glow. A very natural flush look for us fair skin girls. So I really, really liked it. The problem I had was it didn't wear all day. I would do my contour, and I guess, if you will, a little bit more, you know, strategically placed bronzing or whatever, but bronzing. And then I would kind of go over the apples of my cheeks with this, and like I said, it would give a really pretty flush glow, very natural looking for fair skinned people, but at the end of the day, it was like gone. You could see where my, you know, bronzer was, but there was no pink. It kind of faded throughout the day. And it faded pretty, like it faded evenly. It wasn't like blotchy or anything, but I need something, even with a setting or like a setting spray. I use spreading spray. I use setting spray every single day, and regardless if I used it just wouldn't last all day. So that's kind of my, it's very pretty finish, but it just doesn't last. So I will be returning that. Next, I tried out the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder. This is in pink. Pink Haze. It's supposed to blur out the imperfections. It comes in this really pretty little thing, and it's super, super pink. I felt that it left my skin super chalky. There are other products that are out that I've tried. Like this just sat on my skin. It looked very, very chalky and just not pretty. Like I feel like it overemphasized my pores. I don't have big pores, but I felt like it overemphasized them, and I didn't like it at all. Like at all. Didn't like it. I tried it for just under eye setting powder. I used it as an all over face powder, and either way I used it, it didn't work. So I will be returning that one. The other thing that I really, I thought I swatched in the store, it was different, but when I got it home, I was a little disappointed. This is the Stila, I don't know, Glitterati lip top coat. So I was like, you know, glitter, like I'm a sucker to glitter. I love glitter. I love glitter. It's amazing. This is the Transcend color. And like I said, I thought I swatched it in the store and it was more of a lip gloss. But when I got it home, you can see, like, can you see that? It's like watery. And it's really pretty. And it just gives this really pretty, like, glow or whatever. But because it's watery, it's kind of a weird, like, weird consistency. Like I want it to be sticky or something. But you can see it like it's not glitter. It gives kind of like this really pretty sheen to it. Really like it. It's super comfortable until it dries, and it dries kind of a matte kind of thing, and it mattifies it, but it also like literally sucks the moisture out of your lips. Like after I wear this, my lips are like burning afterwards. So I will be returning this, and if maybe this is a fluke, maybe this one is like a bad batch or something, but if it is, I will definitely be picking it up because like I said, I think it does a really pretty, just like that shimmer look or whatever. Just really, really pretty, but I want it to be in a lip gloss and not like a watery top coat or whatever. So those are my November favorites and some dislikes, things that just didn't work out for me. Let me know below if you guys have ever tried out any of these products, or if you have any products that you could recommend. Definitely, again, like loving the look or whatever, but if you have any glitter lip gloss that you absolutely love, that you tried out, that you just swear by, definitely leave it below in the comments because I am on the lookout for that. But hopefully you got some inspiration from this video. Feel free to leave me comments below, questions. Until next time, bye.